How much did you end up making last month?
48K.
That's insane. What was it the month before that?
The month before that was 20 something. I think it dropped back down to 6. TikTok Shop is such a mental challenge. Seeing that high of a 30 or 20, whatever it is, and then dropping anywhere below that, it's a lot.
For sure. You're completely valid for feeling like that. I mean, it's like you get used to a certain number, you get used to a certain lifestyle, and then, okay, boom, it's like...
What's helped me the most is like when I ask for feedback, it's not like, oh yeah, this is good, I would just edit this. It's like that Loom breakdown, step by step. You go through the entire video, record it, break down exactly what it is, helping me build out new scripts from that, pulling in other videos as inspo and inputting like that part of the script. That has helped me so much.
I guess if you wanted to give some people some context, because you have had some success in the past, I mean, a lot of success, guess I just want to kind of hear it from your end.
So I'm a TikTok Shop dinosaur. I've been on it since Shop started. How long is that? A year? 2 years?
2 years at least, yeah.
So my skincare brand was one of the first brands on Shop. It was like one of the first, I think, 50.
Wow.
And my skincare brand went from doing 4K a month. The first month on Shop, I think it did like 13K. The next month it did 200. And then I started doing consistent 500 to 700K months. Black Friday, October, November, the first year of Shop, where I made $1 million both months. Wild. But TikTok Shop was so different then. There was no strategy. People posted like organic stuff that they actually wanted to talk about. I kind of missed Shop then. Very different. But no, so I mean, I did that. I would just get out there. I'd talk to my camera and there was no strategy behind it. I started seeing how much money my affiliates were making. 2 of my affiliates, one is Tanya, Southern Wellness, and the other one's Mary. Mary's like the king of categories. She was making, she had, I think like 5 back-to-back 100K months, 100K plus months. But I saw how much they were making off the fix. I was like, at the end of the day, like after, like all my costs and stuff, they were banking more than me. So I was like, I want to be an affiliate. So I think the first few months I started as an affiliate, I picked up like a random protein and creatine. Nothing hit. I put up video after video, and I also tested like 1,000 different products, and absolutely nothing hit. It wasn't until like I really drilled in and started focusing on like 3 to 4 products I really, really liked and posting about them consistently that I actually find success. And I remember I had my first break with like a Meghan Trainor NAD clip. Random video I posted. I remember I didn't even want to post it. Worked until 8, and then this is when I was still doing the skincare brand. And then I filmed a quick video and I had to get to a networking dinner. And I remember I filmed it in like 5 minutes. I was like, screw it. Barely looked at my edits, threw it up. And when I woke up in the morning, it was at like 1 million views. And I think that month, it was wild. That month I did, I want to say like 35K. And before that, as a Shop affiliate, I was maybe making like 1,000 a month.
Wow.
So it was wild. When I started Shop, all I wanted it to do was cover my rent. I was like, if I can just do this and then any extra money I have on the side of this, like I can bank. And I was like, that would be a really like easy way of life, like just have that. And then I saw the potential there. I went all in.
A lot more than rent. From there, I guess, could you run us through, so that 35K month up until like us meeting, like what was kind of that period like?
Yeah. So I had some great mentors too, and they're like, drill down on, I had a very hard time getting around the concept. Like no one watches your feed back to back. Like I was still picturing it kind of like the Instagram world where everyone saw your feed and watched videos like sequentially.
Yeah.
They're like, if you have a great video, run the hell out of it. Like I saw the success there and I got super OCD. So I think I filmed and posted that same exact, 80/20 that video like 3-4 times a day. The next month I made 30K. And I consistently made 30K, like between 20 and 30K for the next like 3-ish months.
Got it.
Yeah. And then I started getting violations. And that's when we met.
And I guess, what did it drop down to like when we were first talking?
Yeah. So I think it dropped back down to 1 month was like 6. And then the other months were like 10 and 12. And I feel so bad that like I was bummed about that, but it's TikTok Shop is such a mental challenge. I'm trying not to curse, trying to censor myself. but it's such a mental thing. Like seeing that high of a 30 or 20, whatever it is, and then dropping anywhere below that is just like, it's a
For
lot.
sure.
Uh,
No, you're completely valid for feeling like that. I mean, it's like you get used to a certain number, you get used to a certain lifestyle, and then okay, boom, it's like, well, what am I gonna do? And obviously, it sucks. You could call a spade a spade. But yeah, I mean, just I guess we could get into this a little bit. But I know I was talking to you about that. It's like when you magically start feeling grateful, even if you don't really want to feel grateful, it's like then good things start to happen. But I guess before we get into that sort of stuff, what do you think was kind of like the main problem that you were facing when you first came to me? Besides the violations, I guess within like the content kind of aspect.
I mean, it's what you were just kind of leading into is 100% mindset. I'm super hard on myself. Like once I hit a certain level, if I don't go above that level, like it eats at me. And it's like this job is so cool because you have total leniency with everything. Like your time is your time. It's what you make of it, which is incredible, but it's also a very isolating job. It's not like I'm walking into an office and like everyone just had a bad quarter, but everyone's there like for group morale. You just sit in your own thoughts and your own feelings, everything like that. So I think most of it was me being down on myself, and then that definitely showed in my content.
Yeah, got it. And I mean, I guess why do you think that you couldn't really kind of fix that by yourself, like the kind of mindset and it kind of leaking through and all that sort of stuff?
I don't know if it's my personality or it's just being a human. I think like I've read so many things lately and they're like the work from home culture is so bad for you. And it's like humans aren't meant to be isolated and all these things and what it does to your brain. So I think it's hard once you start like ruminating things like that to get out of it, especially because I'm a super in my head person. Like someone can say something to me and I'll overthink it for the next year. I know I'm too sensitive. So like this job, especially, that's a benefit sometimes because I'll work my ass off, but it's also can be a detriment because I got super in my head.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like a lot of people that like yourself, like the higher level people, like Kelly, Claire, whatever, I feel like I'm kind of almost like a therapist in a sense. It's like I kind of like work through that stuff because, a lot of people don't really have someone to talk to like that. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense. And then I guess within the content, was there anything specific that like, I guess, you were working through that you didn't really have clarity on? I know that we worked a lot about kind of like cutting out the fat in those scripts and things like that. Was there anything specific before and after that you kind of were like, okay, this now makes sense?
It's definitely cutting out a lot of fluff, and I like to be super educational. And a lot of times people just don't want to hear that. They want to know like what the product is, exactly what it's going to do for you, and with TikTok mainly, it's like what it's going to make you look like, and that's it. Like I gave a lot of my opinions, and like got super sciencey, and that works for some creators, but not all. So it was figuring that out and just like remembering the demographic I was trying to speak to.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that stuff's so important now that we're in GMB Max. It's like, like, okay, like we can't really have any space for like, this isn't the target audience that we want. This isn't like the right line. Like, it's got to be really intentional there. But yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So what was kind of the tipping point for you to actually join the program? I remember, I feel like we just talked in the DMs and I think you had like a trip or something. And I don't remember exactly. What was like the thing that made you want to join?
Your videos talking about the strategy behind it, like really breaking down analytics, analyzing like trends or waves and things like that. That was really interesting. And it was like, I knew I had a couple really great concepts, but like anything after that was just me like drilling that into the floor. It was never like, I think I was too scared to kind of branch out and like differentiate the content or kind of evolve it until I saw your post about that.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. A lot of people, I mean, they like the breakdowns. So it makes sense. And so what was kind of your first impression when you joined the program?
Was great for me because I'm like nerdy. I like math. I like numbers. I'm like something more solid, and how you took a super abstract thing like TikTok and really broke it down into like manageable data.
I appreciate that. And I do try my best there. And yeah, it's kind of just like I try and, I guess, get my brain into other people's and things like that. So I know that it took a little while from after joining the program to really break back through, because I think you had those, you're still stuck at that 6K, whatever. I think you had like a 10K month, and like that was when we were talking about that mindset being grateful. So how long exactly did it take you to, get to 48 whatever K month?
I think like 5 or 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like a thing that a lot of people like, even if you have had a ton of success in the past, it's like it still takes some time to get yourself back to where you're at. But obviously, it's worth it in the end, right?
For sure. Yeah, I didn't realize, like, I definitely thought by month 3, I was like, all right, I just lost it. Like, it was fun while it lasted. Yeah, like, I didn't think I could go that long without having a win and still win, but you don't know.
For sure. Yeah, it's very interesting. And I guess a lot of higher level people out there, like, it's good to know because, it is possible, and it's, you're proof of it. It's just, that's how TikTok is. It's like you hit one home run a year and you're good,
Yeah, right. So
You had a 30K week, right? And then you had the issues with the violations again. Well, now walk me through those feelings and things like
I
that.
posted that video on December 1st, and it converted every 98 views. It was so addicting. That's the highest, like, fastest converting video I've ever seen. Yeah, $30,000 in a week.
What was the first thing you bought? Was there anything? I know you're starting a new brand, right? Was that? I imagine it's a lot easier now that you have the income. I'm just curious, what are you putting that money to?
A lot of it went to that. So I started a peptide business, and a lot of it was getting in my first order for new peptides.
Congratulations, by the way. That's
Thanks.
so cool.
Thank you.
But yeah, that's awesome. And I love taking that money and, putting it towards something that's going to make you more money. That's great.
Yeah.
How do you think life has kind of changed? Because I remember, I know there's some personal things that happened with the fix. I mean, I'd imagine you're a lot more excited now that you can kind of go back to that brand building and things like that, have the freedom, but I'd love to hear it from you as well.
Yeah. So I think towards the end of the fix, my brand was dying. So it was fun to post about other brands. I think this was part of my mindset too. It was like I wasn't having a win, but I was also like losing my baby, but I was hating it at the same time because it was stressful. So I was posting as an affiliate, one, because I had to, because I was not going to have that source of income. And I was also like, I loved it. But in my head, I was like, I'm promoting other people's babies now and I'm losing mine. So it was a weird mental trip. Like, I love the products and I only post about things I believe in. So like, I was happy that I could do it, but it was also kind of like a weird mental hurdle to build someone else's brand when I was losing mine.
Yeah, for sure. I'd imagine peptides are going to be a bit difficult on TikTok Shop, but I mean, other marketing platforms and things like that, now you can build that baby.
So what's really cool is I think having the tools and like learning what I did for Shop, bringing it to the peptide world, it's totally uncharted. There is no, like, people on non-Shop peptides are talking straight science. They're talking at you. They have no idea who they're speaking to.
Don't know their market.
It's wild. So like the few videos I've put out, like it's super low effort right now. I post one video a day, non-Shop for peptides, and consistently at least 1 or 2 videos a week is getting 100K views. And that 100K views non-Shop being stupid amounts of leads. Like, I'm having 3K profit days now.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Congratulations, dude. That's awesome.
Thank you. That's definitely not every day, but
still, like, I mean, that's an insane proof of concept if I've ever seen that. That's awesome. And, it kind of goes to show that the skills are kind of transferable to, even if you, like, I always talk about it, it's like skills I learned with affiliate are what I'm, transferring to personal brand. The skills that you're learning with affiliate, you can, affiliate your own product.
Yeah,
things like that.
Exactly.
So it's awesome to see. Yeah, I guess, because I know that you've had a bunch of other mentors and things like that. And I've actually talked to some of your mentors, and I'm just curious, what kind of makes this different? And I know that they were amazing and things like that, but I know that I think I approach things a bit differently than most people. So I was curious to hear what you would say.
Just like the hands-on breakdown you give everyone. Like, you do a ton of amazing things. What's helped me the most is, like, when I ask for feedback, it's not like, oh yeah, this is good, I would just like edit this. It's like that Loom breakdown, step by step. You go through the entire video, record it, and like break down exactly what it is, helping me build out new scripts from that, pulling in other videos as inspo and inputting like that part of the script. That has helped me so much.
Awesome. Yeah. And that's kind of what I've seen, like, as a pattern. Like, Sarah said that, and I feel like that's what most people say as well. But yeah, I appreciate the kind words as well.
No, of course.
If you hadn't joined, do you think that you would have ended up where you are now? I mean, obviously I think that you are an amazing creator. I'm just curious.
I would have gotten two in my head. No, I'm probably kicking myself out. I think I could have done it. I don't think I would have done it mentally.
Yeah, for sure. That makes complete sense. And now that you've kind of proven to yourself that you can do it, where do you see yourself in a year from now?
That's a great question. I would love to take these skills and keep transferring it into the peptide business, because I feel also what I'm finding now is, now that I have kind of my own thing again, like my own feed again, I'm having a lot more fun posting shop, because it's,
That's awesome.
yeah, just it's like a mental check that I needed to cross off. So still posting a lot of shop, but then maybe having my own brand with my own affiliates again, that I could teach these skills.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, it's kind of like renewing that passion, I guess. That's awesome. And so just one or two more questions, but what would you say to someone that maybe they're on the fence, they're thinking about joining the program, but kind of haven't made that push? What would you tell them?
At this stage of the game, I think TikTok Shop is still like at its infancy. There's so much room to grow, but it's also like, if you don't join the group now, but not just a group, like a group like this that's going to work super on hand, I think you're going to get very lost in shop. There's still a lot of room to grow, but it's also, I think it's too far along just to hop on shop and kill it without any mentorship or learning.
For sure. Yeah, and I agree, and I appreciate the kind words as well. Yeah, it's definitely, you know, I even do it myself. It's like I invest in mentors and how to coach people, as silly as it sounds. It just kind of compresses time and makes things easier. Yeah, thank you, Brendan, for hopping on. This was great. I really appreciate you taking the time. The people watching, that this helps you guys in some way or some form. And yeah, to everyone watching, God bless you guys, and I hope you have a great day.
Thank you, guys.